A very warm welcome to all in our newspaper probable question discussion. Today is September 30 and let's begin our newspaper discussion. First news is regarding Mehbooba Mufti. She was the former J&K chief minister, and the important thing is that a word is mentioned in this news, that is habeas corpus, and we will talk about that word because that word is important in the form of law in Indian law. Habeas corpus is a word that is used to recourse in law through which a person can report an unlawful detention to court, and it means that someone can request that court order the custodian of the person, usually a prison official. That is, if someone is detained and someone is imprisoned, and he or she can approach to court that detention or that imprisonment is unlawful or not. So he or she can file a petition, a civil action against the state agent. The Latin meaning of the English meaning of this word habeas corpus is that you have the body. Next news, Malabar exercise. Something is very important regarding Malabar exercise, and the news is that Malabar exercise meeting to discuss Australia's entry. Malabar exercise is one of the important naval exercise between three countries, that is India, United States and Japan. These three countries are the permanent members of this exercise, and this is a trilateral naval exercise. This exercise originally began in 1992 with the only two partners, that India and United States, but after 2015 Japan became a permanent member, and there are three countries which participate in this exercise, but two non-permanent members are also the participants of this exercise, and those are Australia and Singapore. Now India is thinking about, and meetings are holding to include Australia as a permanent member of Malabar exercise. So we have to know about this exercise, and the four countries, currently there are the three countries. So there are only three countries as permanent members. Maybe Australia will be the fourth country. So that will be a quadrilateral exercise. Next news, Shekhar Kapoor is the new FTII Society Chief. FTII stands for Film and Television Institute of India, and he is appointed as the new chairman of Film and Television Institute of India. This exercise, Film and Television Institute of India, comes under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. So who is the Union Minister? Mr. Prakash Javadekar is then Minister of Information and Broadcasting. So we have to know this, that Film and Television Institute of India comes under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Next news, India and Denmark in strategic green alliance. This is a very important question, and the percentage of this question asking in the exam is very high. So remember this thing, that India and Denmark had signed green strategic partnership. And what is this green strategic partnership? It is a framework to signify the expansion of cooperation in areas like environment, economy, energy, climate change, science and tech. And these both countries, India and Denmark, are mutually beneficial with this agreement, and this is kind of an expansion of economic relation and the green growth of these countries. And the ambition and the opportunities of this agreement that is that the both countries will implement the Paris Agreement and the UN Sustainable Development Goal together and address this as a global challenge. So here is a question, that what is Paris Agreement? Paris Agreement was committed by India, and India has made 3 commitments. First commitment was that India will reduce its greenhouse gas emission intensity by 30 to 35% below 2005 levels by 2030. It means those levels of greenhouse gas emission which were at 2005, year 2005, India will reduce 30 to 35% below those levels by 2030. Second commitment made by India was that 40% of India's power capacity would be based on non-fossil fuel sources. So this is a very strong commitment. And the third commitment was India will create an additional carbon sink to 2.5 to 3 billion tons of CO2 equivalent through additional forest and tree covers by 2030. So 2030 is the time limit for these commitments of Paris Agreement, and this green strategic partnership will help India in implementing the Paris Agreement and the UN Sustainable Development Goal. This is all for today's discussion. Hope you like this, and please subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. We will meet tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye, guys.